Next we are discussing representation of complex number in complex plane, or we can say Argand plane. So complex plane other name is what? Argand plane. तो सबसे पहले देखते हैं what is complex plane. So complex plane is what? एक horizontal line है and one is vertical line. Horizontal line we call what? Real axis. Vertical line we call what? Imaginary axis. Imaginary axis. Okay, and intersection point we call what? Origin, and angle between these two lines what? 90 degree. This plane we call what? Complex plane, or we can say Argand plane. Okay, and here right hand side of origin real axis we call what? Positive real axis. Positive real axis, and it is denoted by capital X. Similarly, left hand side of real axis we call what? Negative real axis. Negative real axis, and it is denoted by minus x, or we can write x dash also. Similarly, above origin imaginary axis we call what? Positive imaginary axis. Positive imaginary axis, and it is denoted by capital Y. Similarly, below we call what? Negative imaginary axis. Negative imaginary axis, and it is denoted by minus y, or we can denote by y dash. This plane is called what? Complex plane. Now we are discussing representation of complex number. Okay, तो कोई भी complex number है z equal to alpha plus iota beta, where alpha comma beta belongs to real number and iota equal to root or minus 1. So this complex number we have to represent in this plane. Okay, तो हमें पता है in this plane कोई भी पॉइंट होता है उसे हम कैसे डिनोट करते हैं? एज ए ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. ओके, सो एज ए ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. सो दिस पॉइंट इज देयर. सो दिस पॉइंट वी आर डिनोटिंग एज ए ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. सो फर्स्ट कोऑर्डिनेट इज व्हाट? एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट, एंड सेकंड इज व्हाट? वाई कोऑर्डिनेट. एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट इज व्हाट? डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम इमेजिनरी एक्सिस. सो दिस डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? एक्स. We are taking modulus because distance is always positive. Okay, x can be negative possible. It depends on what? Quadrant. If it is in second and third quadrant, x is what? Negative. And similarly, y will be what? In third and fourth will be what? Negative. Okay, in first quadrant it is positive, and y is what? Distance from real axis. So this distance we call what? Y. Okay, similarly, if we take in this quadrant x is what? Negative, y is what? Positive. X comma y. Okay, so x is what? Distance from imaginary axis. So this will write modulus of x, and this distance what? Modulus of y. Similarly, in this quadrant also, suppose if I take x comma y, here x and y both are negative, but this distance is what? Modulus of x, and this one is what? Modulus of y. And similarly, in this one also, if we take any point x comma y, okay, so x is what? Distance from imaginary axis, so that is modulus x, and y is what? Distance from real axis, that is modulus of y. Now if distance is given, we can write point also. Okay, suppose in third quadrant we know both coordinates what? Negative. So distance what? From imaginary axis what? Modulus x, and from real axis what? Modulus y. So what you write? This point is what? Minus of modulus of x comma minus of modulus of y, that is the point. Okay, similarly in this one also we can find out. In this point, if you want to write this distance what? Modulus x, and this one is what? Modulus y. Okay, so how to write? In fourth quadrant, x is what? Positive, y is what? Negative. So this one will come out positive, modulus x, comma this one is what? Negative. So what will come? Minus of modulus of y. Like that we can write. So any complex number is at z equal to alpha plus iota beta. Okay, so this one we have to denote in this plane. So this we can denote as a ordered pair. So where real part of z is what? X coordinate. So alpha is what? X coordinate, and imaginary part of z is what? Y coordinate. So beta is what? Y coordinate. So any complex number z equal to alpha plus iota beta we can represent in this plane as a ordered pair alpha comma beta, where alpha is what? Real part of z, and beta is what? Imaginary part of z. Alpha is what? Real part of z, and beta is what? Imaginary part of z. Okay, so कोई भी complex number है that we will denote as real part of z comma imaginary part of z in this plane. Okay, this is what? Ordered pair. So here first we have to find out which quadrant z is lying. So if alpha and beta both are positive, so first quadrant will come. So what will write? X comma y. If alpha and beta, alpha is what? Negative, but beta is positive, so it will come in second quadrant. Okay, so in second quadrant, x coordinate is what? Negative, and y is what? Positive. Okay, and this one is what? If alpha and beta both are negative, so it will come in third quadrant. So this point will come, and if alpha is positive, beta is negative, so it will come in fourth quadrant. So कोई भी complex number होता है उसे हम denote कर सकते हैं in this plane as a ordered pair alpha comma beta. For example, if you want to denote minus 3 plus 2 iota and 6 minus 7 iota in a complex plane. Okay, so we'll take complex plane. This one is what? Real axis, and this one is imaginary axis. Okay, so this complex number we will denote in this plane as a ordered pair. So ordered pair is what? Minus 3 comma 2. Okay, x coordinate is what? Minus 3, and y is what? 2. So x is negative, y is what? Positive. So which quadrant will come? Second quadrant. So here will come minus 3 comma 2. Distance of this point from imaginary axis, perpendicular distance is what? This one. And this length is nothing but modulus of minus 3. So what will come? 3. And distance of this point from real axis, perpendicular distance. So that will be what? Modulus of 2. What will come? 2. Similarly this point. So this point will denote as 6 comma minus 7. Here x is positive, y is what? Negative. So it will come in fourth quadrant. So what will come here? This one. 6 comma minus 7. Okay. So from imaginary axis, distance is what? Modulus of 6. So what will come? 6. And distance from real axis, perpendicular distance. Okay. This is what? Modulus of minus 7. So what will come? 7. So from real axis distance what? 7, and from imaginary axis what? 6. So like that we can denote any point on the complex plane.